Hi, it's Sandra here from Create in Spain, and I've been busy imagining things again. I've come up with these two things and I decided to make them for myself because I just thought they would be quite handy to have. But maybe you're interested in them as well, I really don't know. So the reason behind making these was to, first of all, this is the one that I thought about making, a method of being able to mark, if you're doing cards by hand or if you're stamping or even freehand drawing, a way of being able to make cards that have a circular pattern on them that is either regular or irregular, but nicely irregular if you get my drift, where you can place small images around in a circle and get them to look right. But also if you wanted to do, say, random stars on a piece of card, quite often doing things completely randomly doesn't quite work. But I found that this actually aids things considerably. Now today I'm going to use a pen just to show you how I'm getting this to work. I'm going to use a pen, which you wouldn't normally do. You'd normally use a pencil, so you could erase marks, but if I use a pencil you probably won't be able to see it. So for example, I'm just going to put a circle in here, a little dot here to mark my card centre, or my design centre I should say, not my card centre. So if I want my design to start there, and place it so that the hole is over the centre, and then I can actually mark things out. So if I started here and here, I could, for example, miss one hole, go in another hole, miss one, go in another one, do that. Now, assuming that I wanted more than one row of patterns, I could either go in alternate holes on the next row, or I could do it on the next row, or I could do both in fact. So I could do alternate holes here. Now, how close you would put your marks together depends on how big you want your drawn designs to be, or your stamps to be if you are using stamps. And just to show you that it goes in a circle, I will just do the marks here. Now you can leave it like that. If you just need a guide, you could leave it like that. But if you really needed to create a complete circle, then all you need to do is to rotate this. Just say there, put your circle, your dot in the center, and then fill those lines. But now you can see I have some regular places where I can do my design. So for example, I might decide to do flowers just here. So you don't have to stamp, it could be your hand-drawn work or stamping. So you have choice. You don't have to stamp if you don't want to, or you don't have to draw if you don't want to. So just doing some rough flowers here. And there we go. This will just demonstrate what I'm talking about. And now I might decide I want some leaves, so maybe I'll do a leaf. And you can use the dot that you've put in as your starting point, your end point, or a midpoint, whatever you want to do. Don't have to start off there. I'm choosing to start off there, but you definitely don't have to do that. I'm just going to do some random leaf shapes like so. Okay, maybe you want to add something else, but because you've already got these markers in here to guide you, it doesn't take any great effort to, for example, put a wiggly line from each of these flowers. Like so, and then you can do little branches off if you want. They don't have to be exactly the same. If you're hand drawing, that's fine. and like so. So you can build up quite a nice wreath design and have it all actually set up so that it looks like it's been properly designed, rather than you end up with big spaces on one side and small spaces on another, and getting it all crooked and wobbly and it not looking good. Now of course you could do this around a hole if you have a circular hole there, but there you see, you've got a design done in just a couple of minutes that looks like it is properly designed. It doesn't look as though you just bunged it together. So that's one thing you can do with this. Another thing you can do with this is, hang on, I've got a list here because I discovered I could do far more with this than I thought I could when I made it for myself. Okay, so we've gone through that. Okay, you can actually use it to do flower petals or leaves, larger ones. So for example, I'll put a dot here and I'll put a dot there, and I can use this one to go between these dots to join them up, and I could do the same on the other side to make a petal or a leaf. So that one comes in quite handy for that. You can also make a proper star shape. I better turn this over to do that. So, for example, I'll do a large star. This is quite difficult for me to do. I've got my glasses on. I ought to take them off, but this is kind of mid-range for me. It's not good, is it? Right. So do some points around here. It would help if I put that through the hole. There we are. And then if I go to the centre, I want to go either side of that. So I can put my dots around here. I think it works out every other one, like so. And then I can take my pencil, which it would normally, as I say, be a pencil. It would not usually be a pen unless you were drawing this to be seen, of course. But whatever type of star you're drawing, you'll get an even star rather than an uneven one. You can turn it around if you find it difficult to draw in one direction or another. So we've managed to do the star. As I mentioned before, you can do flower petals and leaves, but I would normally swap over to this one to do that. So you could have a center point, and then you can take your angle bits, and if you're using the right side of it, there we go. You can go around and you can do more of those and obviously make it into a full flower, or you can just put a vein up and there we go, you have leaves. If you use this one as a random placement, you can just put dots where you want. You can do firework designs if you want. So you could take this and you could put your dot in there and a dot in there, and then you could do your firework. You can repeat them and go round and round, and do short ones and long ones if you want. Obviously you can draw circles with this one because this has got all the quarters in here, so you can do various sizes of circle. You can use it to create an arch so that you can write or stamp your text on an arch, and there's nothing to stop you from joining two of these together and making it a semicircle, or indeed doing, you know, a whole circle and doing your text around a circle. You can also do wavy lines, because if you have one line going that way, if you find your join and you put your pencil on your join, you can then turn it in the other way and you can get nice wavy lines. So there's all sorts of things that you can actually do with these. But my main intention when I did make this was so that I could use stamps in a circular pattern and, you know, get them evenly spaced. Now, of course, you may decide that you don't want them to go round like that, you want them to be stamped outwards like that, but there's nothing to stop you from doing that. And obviously you can also do it so that, let's just put a mark in here, maybe you have some like that, and then maybe you have other ones which are going out this way. So you could have your flowers of different sizes even going out in different directions, but still have them regularly spaced. So there we go, that's what I've been having fun developing, and I'm very happy with the result. I don't know if anyone else is interested in them, but I certainly like it. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.